and welcome to another episode of the Game Dev London podcast. This week I am joined by Ara Carrasco, an environment artist at Rebellion Games. Ara, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Oh, yeah, sure. So, well, my name is Sara, and I'm an environment artist at Rebellion currently, but I've been in the industry for a few years already. I've been working in several companies in the past. So, hello.
If you could go back and give yourself one piece of advice at the start of your career, what would it be?
I would tell myself to basically compete with yourself more often than compete with, other portfolios, or, not competing as in not competing, but like don't compare yourself. I mean, it's good to compare yourself to kind of know where you stand. Mm-hmm. But there is a certain point in which it's not healthy anymore. Mm-hmm. And it's very easy when you are starting, you're kind of like pushing yourself like, oh, I have to get to this level. And sometimes, yeah, I mean, it just takes time, and, you are just like punishing yourself, kind of like, oh, I'm not at that level yet. Oh, why not? I'm not good enough, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. It's not the worst you can do to yourself. But at the same time, it's just adding stress unnecessarily, I think. I mean, mm-hmm. it's tough enough to do something you want to do with like less time to do it, but then on top of that, adding all that stress and like, yeah, I'm not good enough, like, yeah, relax, relax a little. That's what I would tell myself. Yeah, basically.
Compare yourself to yourself too.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's now, after a few years of experience and a different perspective of the industry and things, of course, it's easier to say than when you are starting, and you're like, oh, I don't have enough on my portfolio. Will I be able to make it? Blah, blah. It's different, of course. But yeah, but at the same time, I think I could have been a bit more chill, about mm-hmm. that. Like, towards myself, if that makes sense. So.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Have you always been into video games, or is that something that sort of came into your life a little bit later?
I've always liked video games. I think, like, I mean, the first video game I played, maybe I was 7 or 8 years old, and I've liked several things. I was a typical nerd who enjoyed comic books, video games, certain movies. I mean, most movies as well. So I was like, yeah, this kind of person who could spend hours in her room. Yeah. If she had the right things. But yeah, I mean, and then, growing up, I really liked, we got a console, we got the PlayStation 1, like, oh my God, that was amazing. Those 3D graphics, PlayStation 1, oh God. And then PlayStation 2. And yeah, it's something that I enjoyed. I remember, like, especially with a couple of friends, we were 3 girls, and because, we kind of had the same hobbies, and it kind of felt like different from when you were playing with the guys, because the guys, they liked all the kind of games, etc. So it was really cool that, we could play with each other, and we liked the same kind of games and stuff. So yeah, I remember that quite fondly, really, when I was, awesome. A teenager.
Most of my sort of early game experience was sort of piggybacking onto my brother playing with his friends. So that's something I kind of wish I had when I was younger, but I very much have that now that I'm older and work in the industry. I've made contact with people who do have those same kind of interests, and there's nothing quite like it.
I remember as well, I mean, with my brother, we would play a lot, and yeah, I mean, that's it. Not everybody had a console as well, so yeah, it was this couple of friends kind of like, oh yeah, let's go. I've got the new Tomb Raider. Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay, let's go. Oh man, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that's something I've been missing a lot lately is couch co-op of any kind.
Oh, right.
Just having people around to actually play a game with in person.
Yeah.
It's great to have the connectivity of playing online with people, but a lot of my fond memories from being younger were couch co-op games, and I do miss having that. That's another thing to look forward to when pandemic is over.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Hopefully not too long now.
Yeah, fingers crossed as it warms up.
Fingers crossed indeed.
Oh. So you must have started this position in lockdown. That must have been really
Yeah,
strange.
it has. It's been better than I expected, because yeah, I mean, like the same, the rest of people as well. We all are in a situation we haven't been in before.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, it's been, as I said, it's been quite smooth. I thought, I'm not. I mean, considering, of course, I mean, I miss meeting people. I miss, like, having coffee breaks and going for a tea and just talking. But yeah, as I said, it's been a good experience so far. We sometimes chat with each other, through the internal channels and everything. And yeah, people have been lovely so far, so I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, I don't know. I cannot complain. I mean, I don't have any other situation to compare it with, to be honest. So yeah, but yeah, I would say it's been a positive experience, definitely.
Okay. One sec.
Strange, but positive.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing is time is both going way too fast and really slowly. Every day it feels like it takes it a month, but then I realize I've been at home for almost a year already.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, it's so weird. I mean, it's like time is so long and short at the same time. It's like it's long because I know it never ends, but then at the same time, it's kind of short. It's like, what? It's gonna be March already? It's gonna be 1 year already? Where did my life go? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, as we were saying before, it's like this situation we've never been in, so it's a bit like, okay, do your best, yeah,
yeah,
survive, I guess.
it's nice to still have things to do.
Yeah, no, definitely. We are super lucky that we can work from home, and and yeah, we don't have problems like big problems like other people do. So
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Say you were giving a commencement speech to some college students on their way to get into the games industry.
Yeah.
The what would you say to them if they came to you asking for career advice?
I would say, if they are women or part of a minority, yes, don't be scared. Come in. It can be a tough industry, like any other, but at the same time, it's really fun. There are wonderful people. It's really creative, and I would say, I mean, as a practical advice, giving advice is tricky, but I would say in general, what I saw that works quite well is that, yeah, try and look for tutorials and something kind of like to push yourself. As I said, it's tricky because at the same time it's kind of like, but take your time and rest. And I don't like this like very toxic stuff like, yeah, do, I don't know, 12 hours per day, 14 hours per day. It's not that. It's more try and evaluate yourself from time to time and see like, okay, where I'm at. Can I push myself on this? So I don't know, I'm not good enough at texturing. What can I do to become better? And do it, take it one step at a time, basically. That's what I would say. I think it's tricky, but yeah.
And being a woman in games, it can be difficult. I'm sure that
Yeah,
you've experienced some difficulties.
yeah, it can, yeah.